Hello, I'm Chris, and this is the Headline Hunters. Today, we're going to talk about the war in Ukraine. The war in Ukraine began 2014, when pro-European demonstrations led to the ousting of pro-Russia President Viktor Yanukovych. This triggered a conflict between the Ukrainian government and pro-Russian separatists in the Donbass region in the east of the country. Since then, Ukraine has been embroiled in a civil war that has killed more than 13,000 people and left many others displaced. The situation is compounded by Russia's interference in the region, which has provided military and financial support to the separatists. Russia's interference has been a major obstacle to resolving the war in Ukraine, as Russia has denied any direct involvement. However, there is evidence to the contrary, such as the supply of weapons and troops to the separatists. The situation in Ukraine is complicated by political and ideological issues surrounding the conflict. Russia claims it is protecting its Russian-speaking citizens living in Ukraine, while the Ukrainian government views the separatists as terrorists who threaten the country's territorial integrity. Another important issue is the human impact of the war in Ukraine. Thousands of people have been killed or injured in the conflict, and many others have had to flee their homes. Refugees face poor conditions and difficulties accessing basic services, as well as discrimination and hostility in some parts of Ukraine. The conflict in Ukraine has also had a negative impact on the country's economy. The war has affected local industries and reduced agricultural production, leading to higher prices and food shortages in some regions. However, there is hope that peace can be achieved. There have been several ceasefire agreements since 2014, but none have been fully respected. Nevertheless, the international community continues to push for a diplomatic and political solution to the conflict. The situation in Ukraine is complex and requires a long-term solution. There must be open and dialogue among all parties involved to find a peaceful and lasting solution. Finally, we hope that peace can be achieved soon and that the people affected by the conflict can return to their normal lives. The people of Ukraine deserve to live in peace and prosperity, free from the fear of violence or political instability. Well, that's it for today, folks. We hope you enjoyed and learned a little more about the war in Ukraine. Until next time. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe.